we're gonna do some review basics. First of all, most of you have a practice pad at home now. So we're gonna use a practice pad or a snare drum. Okay, and the first thing is make sure you adjust it to your correct height. So where we want it to fall is so that our elbows can be relaxed kind of at our side. So if you were thinking, let's set those down, that you're kind of in a pool of water and you just want to touch your hands relaxing without having to like do one of these wild things, that's about the height that we're aiming for, so that when we add our stick, it's in a nice easy range, right? So you see how this is like about my waist. If it's too high up, then it's hard to control our sticks, and if it's too far down, then we're reaching for it, right? So set it so that they come right out from your waist, boom, drum pad goes there. If you're sitting in a chair or something like that, you want it at the edge of your lap. So again, you have the space for your sticks to come out in front of you this way, right? Next, you want to stand up nice and tall when you're playing, even if you're at home by yourself right now, okay? Because instilling that good posture is what you want to have for playing, and it makes it easier in the long run, okay? Next, and if you want to get in a habit of doing this, think with your big drumline brain. As you do my sticks, they're one in each hand, and I'll go over holding them in just a second, but when I bring them in, before I start an exercise, I actually just tuck them here, right? So it looks like this. And then, so that way when they pop out, I just open my fingers on my left hand, so that way I can, and my thumb on my right hand, right? So they can come right out to a playing position, right? A playing position is gonna include making basically like a little baseball diamond right angle on our practice pad. So, and part of the reason I say that is that's gonna give you actually a nice, good control of your hand, right? If we go for the baseball diamond, which I'm actually gonna rotate this a little bit. I don't like the little prongs in my way. The baseball diamond helps because if I go parallel sticks to each other, notice that I just put my thumbs up at the sky, and that's not going to give me control. It works when I'm playing timpani, sure, but it doesn't work when I'm playing snare drum. I lose control of my sticks, and I can't play as fast as I can if I'm going here, right? The other way too is we don't want to be too flat this way because that just kind of hurts, right? So we're making a little baseball diamond. My baseball diamond, you know, I'm getting a little 90-degree angle in the middle of our practice pad, right? And then the next thing is talk about like the actual stroke of your stick. So if you're using a stick like the brand I recommend, Big Firth, I'm not sponsored, but you know, sponsor me. Then they usually have a little American flag on their sticks, and you can place a thumb on that little American flag, and it usually sets you up for success on your drumstick. Another tip is you actually take 2 fingers, go from the back of the stick, and then line up that pinky and the rest of our fingers, okay? So if you look, when I did that technique, my thumb landed right on the flag. So I think that's smart marketing on their point. But yeah, if you don't buy Big Firth, which, you know, some people don't like that brand, then go 2 fingers from the bottom of the stick and then start your pinky at that location. And we want to take, like you're knocking on a door, right? So think about knocking on a door. We're not doing it aggressively because if you put your thumb out first of all, who knocks on a door like that, right? So usually when we knock on a door, our thumb comes to the side of our pointer finger, which is what we're aiming for. And we think about this motion, notice how it comes from the wrist. That's what we want actually in our stroke when we're playing, okay? And then I see this a lot. I see kids who tuck this thumb under, stick it around, do all this weird stuff with it. So we actually want our thumb to go kind of in a straight line right there. And I know this is like kind of weird, but what I always tell people, and people never forget it when I tell them, is that they make like a little butt crack right here. I know, it's weird, but you'll never forget it now. You'll be like, this one lady told me this one time. And then that sets us up actually so that your thumb is in a good position. You have control of your stick. All 4 of these fingers stay there. You may see people do the fancy pinky. You may see them do something weird like this. And the point is that when we lose that right there, it lets our stick go this way and do lateral wobbling, right? And then you're trying to roll and you have no control and you think that this is great. And I'm like, this is going to be your most control because these back fingers keep the sticks where you want them to go. So that's my sort of like spiel on stick control, right? Going from here, bring it out to that 90 degree. I can do a quick check-in with my hands. Am I in a good place on my sticks? Because if I'm too far up, I can't control them. And if I'm too far back, I can't control them, right? So I go at 2 from the bottom. And my stroke is coming from here. And I'm going to talk about stroke more in the next video.